we ready to move on? Yes, we are, Maestro.
Doing his best.
He even got my crazy Italian name right without asking me how to say it.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed.
He hesitated for about 5 seconds when he looked at that card, though. But anyway, that was one of the most inspiring post-fight speeches I've ever heard.
I was thinking the exact same thing. As I said, Karshner's been a class act every interaction I've ever had with him, and to openly talk about growing as a man like that in the cage right after a fight, where he mentioned he wanted to go to the decision, he wanted to work on being a boxer, and he did that tonight.
Well, we saw that he fought a totally different game plan than we've ever seen him fight. It was clear that's what he was doing. He was changing things up, and apparently it meant a lot to him.
Exactly.
This moment. To talk about improving as a man, to talk about making mistakes in your life, it just shows what this sport can do for people. It's an outlet that means quite a lot to some people.
And it's incredible. I mean, I've been in similar situations like that, and to be able to bite down on your mouthpiece and go back to work, take a tough fight like Alex Davis, even though it's somebody that he beat before, that's not a joke of a fight, right? You got to be in the gym, you got to be improving, and that's obviously what he was doing.
And for him to do it later in life like this, to start off a boxing career at 0-6, most people quit.
Yes.
Most people are done. And he comes back, he's on this 7-fight win streak, 6 by knockout. It's an incredible story, and he's been on an incredible journey. Stepping into the cage, though, is Jarrell Brackett in this professional super middleweight boxing bout. Got Jarrell coming in at 3-5. So quite a bit of experience here between two of these guys, up against Robbelle Rogers, who is 5-3.
I got a chance to talk with Jarrell Brackett a little bit before, and super nice guy, one of the nicest guys I've ever met in combat sports. Appears to be very deeply religious. He's got a gym that he calls the Fight Church out there in Pittsburgh. I'm interested to see him. I've never gotten to see him compete. I've heard good things about him. I heard that he had a good fight recently with the gentleman from Princeton. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Derek Lambert. Yeah.
Derek Lambert's a very dangerous fighter, very well respected in the state of Virginia and West Virginia. But Jarrell Brackett's coached by Joe Board of Joe Board Boxing up there in Ohio. You hear nothing but good things about Joe Board. He's one of those old school boxing coaches. And he's up against a guy in Robbelle Rogers who's out of House of Best Kept Secrets. That gym has looked nothing but phenomenal since they've been competing here at New Line. We've seen him in Huntington. We've seen him in Bridgeport. And Guillermo there, the coach, I've gotten a chance to talk to him. I did the USA Boxing ref and judges training with him. He's a true student of the game. All of his guys really understand technical boxing.
Those are the kind of coaches you love to see.
Look like round 1 to me. New Line Cagefighting 21. Told you we not done, son. We not done. Come with me. And as we continue with the action, this will be a professional super middleweight boxing match, 165 pounds, 6 rounds, 3 minutes. We have boxing out of the blue corner, representing Fight Church, McKeesport, Pennsylvania, former Open Gloves champion out of Michigan, Pennsylvania from 2013 to 2015. Your IBA belt holder from 2014 to 2016. Jarrell the Kryptonian Brackett.
The Kryptonian.
What a beautiful last name, or beautiful nickname.
I like it.
His opponent, boxing out of the red corner, representing the House of Best Kept Secrets out of Lexington, Kentucky, Robbelle Rogers.
And we see the House of Best Kept Secret boys right behind us here. That's a hell of a gym. I'm telling you. They've got We've seen some of their youth USA boxers even, and they're incredible.
They ruled the card the last time we were
In
here.
Huntington, it was amazing how well they did. I think they went 5-0 or 6-0 that night.
Yeah, there's some talented fighters out of there.
James Brackett, or Jarrell Brackett, is very game, and like he's been doing this a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you hear that.
Winning belts back in 2014, 2015.
Yeah. Taking the center of the ring, using that nice jab. We see a good high guard, though, from Rogers. Ooh, and a nice straight left hand. We got a good southpaw versus orthodox
straight
matchup.
left.
I mean, so far out of the gate, though, these guys look pretty, fairly evenly matched.
Right hook, uppercut there.
Nice combination there.
Right hook from Rogers. Seen a good battle for that front foot position here, orthodox versus southpaw. Both of them doing a good job.
And this isn't your typical early days pro boxing bout. This is not a squash match. This is not a can versus a very good fighter. These are two guys that are evenly matched here.
That's what I was saying. These guys look fairly evenly matched.
Right hook from Rogers there.
Brackett staying busy, but Rogers seems to be landing the better of the shots.
And we see Brackett shifting to southpaw now.
I think Rochelle Rogers definitely has more snap on his punches, more power. Huge straight left, and that hurts him.
Oh, and another one rocks his head back there as he ducks.
Another one,
and another one. Man, he is
Brackett catch those on his forehead, though. He's hurt, but he's still in this fight.
Oh, that one on the
sniper
jaw.
shot.
That one took the legs out from
right
under him.
hook. Beautiful combination from Rogers.
And you see he's got chicken legs right now, trying to keep his feet.
Robelle's got him on his back foot, trying to keep him standing. Brackett's going to have to do something drastic to get that respect.
Rogers doesn't get excited here.
No.
He's picking his
Very
shots.
calm.
He knows that knockout's going to come. That's real experience.
Good shoulder roll into the hook.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Hard shots from Rogers. Brackett's going to have to make some adjustments in this next round, particularly involving that straight left hand that's finding its mark. It's very fast and it's very accurate.
Good round from
And
Rogers.
he doesn't telegraph it whatsoever. It's coming right from the pipe, not wild at all, very clean. And that's what I've seen from all the guys at House of Best Kept Secrets. There's no slop. Everything they throw is clean.
Looks calm, cool, and collected in the corner as well.
See his coach there, Gerald Reed. Very impressive. And Guillermo, I believe, there, who is his manager.
Fellas, not to take anything from the bout at hand, but I received a text message from one Mr. Thorin Hensley. He told us to tell Jeremy Karshner that he doesn't want the mega fight with Justin Richwine, that Thorin, the Heathen Queen, Hensley's coming for that title.
Oh,
so,
boy.
Interesting tidbit to share with you guys there.
It'll be an interesting scrap to watch.
It's a fight I would love to see. Jeremy Karshner versus Thorin Hensley would be insane. But Richwine, I think, would have something to say about that. Justin Richwine, I think, is owed that fight with Karshner.
It's an interesting tussle we got going on at heavyweight, but back to the bout at hand. We'll see if Brackett can make these adjustments.
Brackett ended a nice jab on that end of that exchange there.
Nice shot to the body, just missing there from Brackett.
I think that's the difference between Brackett and Rogers. Brackett's shots are a lot wilder. They're a lot more looping.
Yeah, Brackett is just...
And Rogers seems to have a big power advantage, too. Although we see We see Rogers switching stances briefly to orthodox, excuse me. Now he's going back to that comfortable southpaw.
I think it's that Conor McGregor quote, speed is power. And you see Rogers is so explosive and so fast. His hand speed is incredible. That left hand especially, it comes so quickly that it's tough.
But we see Brackett's doing a better job keeping his right hand up high. Now he's kind of taking the right hand out of the fight a little bit by keeping it that close to his face, but it's at least protecting him from those straight left hands. He's trying to work behind that jab more this round, so it's an interesting adjustment. Obviously, he's been around the block for a while. He has Tucker in his corner.
That power coming back from Rogers is brutal.
No, straight left
hand hurts him.
And I believe that Brackett's still not got his legs under him.
I don't think so either. Yeah. He's still a little loopy. You could see when he lands a big shot, it really bothers him.
And Rogers looks incredibly confident right now.
Oh, yeah. He's just, look at him, rolling and getting that chin
Brackett's
out
still
of the way.
Trying to make something happen, and he's throwing volume, putting punches together.
You can just tell that Brackett's a very seasoned, experienced fighter in there.
It's just as we saw earlier, though, Rogers has no respect for Brackett's power.
No. Nope. He's taking those shots, and it's very clear that he feels he can take them.
And he catches him behind the ear there with that left hand.
Well, we got the seizure lights on.
Looks like there's a fire alarm going off in the building. Nothing that's going to hurt anybody. You just want to get everybody out of there.
Referee Matt Jones, one of the best in the business, getting ready to restart the action.
Here we go. And we're back under action, boys.
Right away, we're back with the big left hand.
Robbelle Rogers said, no need for a fire alarm. I'm bringing the fire, boys.
I'm bringing the smoke right here.
Football socks.
All right, the drunks got me that time. That was actually pretty funny.
One of the drunks just yelled, you know, he got football socks on, so just knock him out. That's you hear some of the best advice from the crowd.
Just stand up.
Yeah, just stand up or...
All right. What a round.
When we were doing jiu-jitsu earlier, one of the EBI overtime matches started and somebody from the crowd said, get your arm out of there.
This is brilliant advice. Be first. Just stand up.
Yeah.
So here we are in a very strange fight at the beginning of round 3. Round 2 was interrupted by some kind of emergency situation. We don't know if there was a rogue agent in the building. We don't know what happened here.
So we're looking at, I believe, at 2 10-9 rounds there for Rogers. He was able to put some high levels of damage on Brackett in the first round, but Brackett was able to stay on his feet. So,
and you know he's had time to recover now as well. That's got to be frustrating for Rogers.
And I think that's why Rogers tried to get right back on him with that left hand as soon as they came back. Calling for some stance switching combinations in the corner of Rogers.
He was. I kind of feel like I wouldn't want to box that man either. His footwork was for real.
Yeah.
And here we go, third and final round for these fellas.
Oh, nice jab. Finds its home from Rogers early.
Music's rolling over a little bit for whatever reason.
Rogers is so calm in there. You can tell he's had so many fights. I wonder what his amateur career looked like, because at only 5-3, he looks so seasoned as a professional.
Yeah, he really
Particularly
does.
against somebody with as long of a career.
Wow. I like the way he really threw that left uppercut.
My favorite punch he throws is that straight left, though. It's so fast.
He just threw a 3-punch combination in one breath, too.
These guys
Beautiful speed.
It's crazy to me that these guys are super middleweights and he is moving that fast.
That's an old school trick. You know who taught me about that breathing pattern? Is Billy Fox. He said he used to throw 3 and 4 punches per breath.
Especially once you get somebody's hands down, man, you can put 3 punches down the pipe very quickly that way. Brackett throwing some jabs, trying to keep him on his back foot. He's just not able to close the distance enough to actually bring his hands
I feel
up.
like at this point, Rogers is just kind of playing the clock.
He's just dancing away.
The fight kind of got weird for him.
He's taking his time. That's the thing. He's picking his shots.
Oh, nice. That was a good one.
He's doing exactly what he needs to do.
That was that shoulder roll, left hand, right hook. Giving him different defensive looks now.
Oh! Ooh. Barely misses.
Brackett's still very much in this fight.
Absolutely.
That beautiful counter was Brackett. And we've seen it only takes one to change an entire fight. It only takes that one shot.
Well, and we saw a left uppercut to the body, kind of right at the chest area from there. I think Brackett's trying to make it a little bit of a dirty fight.
And that's a smart move from him. He looks good in the clinch. He's landed some good shots from the clinch there.
And I think the more he just stays at the end of that left hand, the worse it's going to be for him. He blocked that right hook and was able to answer to the body a little bit.
I think he definitely needs to get Rogers on his back foot.
So much power in that left hand of Rogers there.
And speed, man. These guys are moving unbelievably quick for 168.
And Rogers has impeccable footwork as well. It's hard to track him down.
You see now that he's found his rhythm, he's just kind of controlling the center of the cage. A little bit of footwork movement there.
Ooh.
Left hand, right hook. He's got him on skates. We'll see if he can put him down before this round ends. Oh,
massive.
Beautiful left hand at the end.
And that hurt him. Saved by the bell a little bit. He's got his feet under him, though. Brackett's very game and very tough. He's been boxing a long time.
So, guys, just out of curiosity, as I was just thinking about this in this last round, if for whatever reason the fight were to shift, okay, and we've got Jarrell Brackett all of a sudden is doing work, would we blame that on the emergency?
I think it affected both guys. I mean, it's just a weird moment.
I was going to say, it's such a weird thing. Like, I've never seen anything like it. So it's just like, how would it play out, you know?
If I were Rogers, I would be unhappy if that happened.
Absolutely.
I tell you that much.
Right.
You had him hurt in the first round so badly. He didn't recover in that second. We saw his legs weren't under him. Brackett looks like he's recovered now, and he had plenty of time to. He's having more success since this break happened, but still, I think Rogers is the superior boxer, and my God, he's looked flawless so far.
Two more rounds. We'll see if Brackett can try to get in his face a little bit, make it a dirtier fight.
That
He's got to get inside of that power,
As I say, the speed and power of Rogers is just kind of unmatched here. That was a good one. We're going to need to see a little bit more of that.
And he shifted his stance with that right straight as well. He stepped in. That's one way that you can get inside of somebody who's keeping you off with that straight left hand.
Oh, big left hand again from Rogers.
Ooh, that one's got him on wobbly legs.
Rogers landing at will, but Brackett constantly hanging tough, constantly looking for something. He's got a ton of heart.
And he's a very skilled technical boxer.
Absolutely.
Too. He's not making mistakes. He's just outgunned in the power.
He's throwing too wide. That's his problem. And he's getting beat to the punch by a guy who's throwing straighter punches and quicker.
I was going to say, I feel like Rogers just has the speed advantage, and it's very much noticeable. Look at that. He threw in the punch, and his fist was already back to him by the time Brackett was able to throw one.
Rogers' style is smooth as butter, too, compared to Brackett, who is a little bit more herky-jerky, and he's hurt there. You see him wobble there after that left hook.
And you see
after that right hook.
As Brackett starts to control that outside foot space, which takes away the left hand, that's when he's stepping into that right hook.
Oh, beautiful left hand.
Just sniper accuracy on that left hand.
And you got to give it to Brackett for just hanging tough. He's still marching forward, trying to land punches.
And you saw he just barely touched the chin of Rogers, and Rogers gave him a nod, like a nod of respect.
Oh! Another massive shot lands for Rogers.
The speed and power on him is just
And subtly
insane.
shifting stances, which is not letting Brackett stay comfortable to make the adjustments either.
Well, it's been a while since Brackett's landed anything clean. Rogers' movement is beautiful. Not only is he offensively perfect, he's being pretty defensively sound as well.
He's just not there. He's just not there for Brackett to touch him.
It's time for the fourth and final round of this fight.
No, this is a 6-round fight.
Oh, we have 3 more then. Or
Yeah.
I can't keep track of
Fifth
what
round.
round we're in, yeah.
5th round. See, we're all messed up. Thank God for this guy. One of these judges has saved our lives because we're a mess. I think the fire threw me off.
Yeah.
I can't count that well anymore.
Yeah, Colin can't count up to 6.
Well, I can't use my fingers, bro. I got to do fractions.
I've only got 5.
Well, I'm missing the ends of 2 of them, so I got to do fractions.
Start adding 2 hands. How'd you lose your fingers? That's the question, Colin Caprini.
Chop them off in a sawmill.
Oh.
We see Brackett not afraid to come in front.
Absolutely not.
And a jab and a right hook.
And Brackett finding a little success there.
He is. He ate a tough jab in there to get in, but once he got in, he was able to land one of his own. I believe that was mostly glove, but
Rogers is just so far ahead of him in every exchange, though. Beautiful head movement there. Just slips right out of the way. And again.
And Brackett's not making him tired. He's going to have to put some damage on him, too, if he wants to turn around this fight around this late.
Oh, yeah. Rogers is just kind of doing whatever he wants in there.
Rogers' ability to make Brackett miss is pretty incredible as well.
And the subtleties in that shoulder roll that he just hit right there, that's beautiful. Those were close punches. If he would have just been a millisecond off with his roll, he would have been.
I'd like to see him counter, though. He's right now he's just working his defense, his head movement, but you got to think that left hand is going to come soon. And there it was, right to the breadbasket.
And I think he's using it down low to start to set it up high again. There it was again, but you see Brackett hit a nice slip. That one completely missed. Oh,
nice jab there.
Brackett's been in this game a long time. He knew he was going to follow it up high, and he slipped out of the way of that one. Big left hook.
Nice combination from Brackett there.
That's what he needs.
A little bit more volume,
but he backs
I feel.
off.
Yep, and Rogers is letting him work a little bit more. He's fighting off the back foot and letting him in a little bit tighter to start those combinations instead of sniping him with that left hand so early.
I think he's looking for him to walk into something big. Trying to draw him in. Playing the matador a little bit. And then I think he's going to look for that huge counter shot to close the show.
I'm just waiting on a big left hook out of nowhere.
Oh, and that shot knocks the spit from Rogers' mouth.
He did a good job walking him back to the corner and then catching him with the side that he had to exit to.
Brackett's having more success in this round, but Rogers is also letting him.
It'll be interesting to see if Rogers tries to turn it up and not let Brackett have this round, because right now this is Brackett's round.
We'll move to the sixth and final.
It almost looked like Rogers was frustrated at the end of that round.
Yeah, I wonder how much of the Brackett getting inside was Rogers just playing more defensively or Brackett making more adjustments. We saw him slip that one nice left hand there. He really made it through that round without even too many hard shots. A couple hard jabs, a couple body shots, but...
And yeah, I don't think that we didn't see that left hand in that round.
No,
blasting him like it has been from the beginning of this fight.
And the only one that we saw him throw was cleanly slipped and completely missed. So
you think Brackett took that round?
I do. Now Rogers obviously thinks he's comfortably up 4 rounds, which I believe he is as well. But
makes it an interesting.
But the frustration on his face in the corner makes me wonder how much of it he gave away. It's an interesting fight.
Yeah, I thought he was sitting back, but he does seem very upset by that round.
And his coach didn't seem to be happy with it. His coach seemed to be trying to wake him up and get him back into that form that he was the first 4. So this could be a very interesting 6th and final round. But at this point, Brackett still needs a knockout.
And that's the thing. So far, Brackett hasn't shown the power to hurt Rogers in any way. Rogers is so defensively sound. He's not gotten himself into any trouble at all.
Brackett's settling in on his punches a little bit more here, though. He knows what he needs. Combinations, he's bringing it out of Rogers, too. Oh, beautiful slip by Rogers.
Oh, huge left hand.
And the right hook that follows it. Got him to bite on a feint, though, to get inside to Brackett that time.
He likes that 2-3, and it's perfect every time he throws it. Changes it up, throws a 3-2.
Yeah, and you see him doing that every time that Brackett starts to win that outside foot battle. Playing a little more of a classic high guard now.
Definitely seeing
nice.
Robbelle Rogers slow down these last 2 rounds, though. Oh! Massive right hook.
Brackett doesn't appear to be rocked, though.
No.
If he is, he's hiding it well. Seasoned veteran. He's staying in this fight.
Oh,
nice right hand to the body.
And then Robbelle Rogers answers back. This has been a great fight.
Truly has. And I'll tell you one thing, that seeing Rogers start to fade perhaps a little bit here near the end has made me wonder who that break really benefited.
Right.
Well, you got to think.
And here comes Robbelle opening up.
He wants to put a stamp on this fight.
I think he wants to try to steal it, or put a stamp on it, like you said, Colin. Maybe try to seal the deal here.
You couldn't see the frustration on his face, though.
He wants that finish. He just can't quite get Brackett to go away.
Brackett's keeping that wall of straight punches up.
Big right hook from Robbelle Rogers.
Brackett landed the better punches in that particular exchange.
Nice left straight.
But he lands his own jab.
Whoa! Look at that combination. My God.
And the footwork to pivot off at the end. What a beautiful slip by Brackett to end the fight. What a beautiful fight, guys.
Excellent work from both men. You have to think Rogers did enough, but those last 2 rounds.
Honestly, those last 2 rounds were very close. I thought that Brackett could have taken both of them. The last one maybe was probably towards Rogers as well, but.
And just when we were counting them out, Brackett made it interesting.
Exactly.
And Rogers seemed to slow down there.
Charles Whitehead with the decision, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to keep it popping after that fire alarm scare. Had me worried. So we just going to keep it moving.
Brackett, such a
Our
gentleman. God bless you, he
judges
says to his
have
opponent
come
after
to
the
a
fight.
decision, a unanimous decision for your winner out of the red corner, Robbelle Rogers.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Robbelle Rogers! My friend, that was an absolutely flawless performance. Weird moment there in the middle of it. I'm sure that's the first time that's ever happened to you, but talk me through that fight. You look so slick.
Man, just one day at a time we was getting prepped for it. Knocked a little rust off, you know, just another day in the life of the realest.
So tell me, you got a lot of teammates there supporting you from House of Best Kept Secrets. Tell me about your gym.
Man, House of the Best Kept Secrets, man, we steady rocking. Got some great kids in there. Also work with Four Seasons as well. Got some great fighters as well. Got a lot of family members and friends here, so I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you all for coming on.
What's next for you, bud?
Man, we just on to the next stepping stone. We back to the lab. Come on. You good?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner,